Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Learn and Trade Forex. This is the go-to place to learn and trade Forex. In today's video, we're going to dive into an advanced entry strategy on the 4-hour time frame, building on the signals that we've identified on the daily time frames. So grab your notebook, hit the like button, subscribe as well, and let's get started. Okay. Now, before we jump into the 4-hour strategy, the 4-hour entry strategy, let's quickly recap the importance of the daily chart signal. Now, trading off the daily time frame or getting the signal from the daily time frame gives us a broader perspective of the market trend, helping us make more informed trading decisions. Once we've identified the signal on the daily chart, it's time to zoom in to the 4-hour chart and look for precise entries. The reason why we go down to the 4-hour time frame is because we want to look for essentially better entries, right? We don't want to receive the signal on the daily time frame and then enter on the daily time frame. We want to look for pullbacks or even breakouts, giving us a better entry, a tighter stop loss, and a better risk to reward. Okay, ultimately giving us, better. All right, so as you can see, I've already put in the support and resistance levels from on the daily time frame. So we're going to look at this signal right here. Okay, we're going to take a look at this signal. We can either look at this signal up here, or we can look at this buy down here, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at this signal right here. Okay, so if you go ahead and put in your if you go ahead and use your rules for the signal, then you will see the signal came on this candle right here. That was the signal to let us know that, hey, price has reversed at this level of resistance right here, and we are looking to go short. Okay, so if the close of this daily candle actually confirms the reversal to the other side, to the downside, I should say. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our potential stop loss, which will be back behind the swing high right here. Okay, so here's the potential stop loss here. I'm gonna go ahead and change the color, so when we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we'll be able to see. Let's make these yellow. Let's go gold. Okay, so we can see that. I hope you guys can see that on the screen, right? So the signal came at the close of this candle, which is here, which is the close of this daily candle. So this is the potential sell stop signal. We'll put that right there. And since this candle has closed, this candle right here is our actual trading day. This is the day that we would take the trade right there. Now, when I put this vertical line on this trading day, it's gonna, when I go down to the 4-hour time frame or whichever time frame I go down to, this line is going to be at the beginning of this day. So whichever candle starts the beginning of this day, this vertical line here is going to be on that candle. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go down to the 4-hour time frame. So now that we're on the 4-hour time frame, let's go ahead and look for the signal. Okay. So this is how that signal would look on the daily chart. And remember, this candle that it's on right here is the beginning of the day that starts that daily candle that we've decided to trade on. Okay, so again, here's why we go down to the 4-hour or lower time frame, because we want this stop loss, our potential stop loss, to be at this swing high. But we want to go ahead and we don't want to stop loss up there. There's no reason for it up there, because if price comes back and trades above this swing high right here, then obviously we're wrong in our analysis. We want to go ahead and get stopped out or close out of the trade as soon as possible. Okay, so we want to go ahead and bring this stop loss down, right? So that gives us the best, gives us a tighter stop, essentially improving on our risk to reward on this trade. Okay, now this line here was our potential entry. Notice I say potential entry because depending on the entry strategy that we're going to discuss, either a pullback or a breakout strategy determines on where you're going to put your sell stop, because this is a bearish move to the downside. And for a bullish move or a buy order, you just do the same thing, but it's just in reverse. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put your stop loss here. right? So this is, I'm going to show you the pullback entry first. So this actually, I'm sorry, this is where our entry goes, but I'm going to show you the pullback entry first. So this actually won't be our entry, right? We're going to wait till it pulls back into structure. Okay. So we're going to go ahead here. So what we're looking for is, this is the close of that day. This is the low. So we want price to pull back into structure, pull back into a support level on a lower time frame. Okay. So how you see these support levels. So we want price to pull back. Now we may have to go to a lower time frame, like a 30-minute time frame, to kind of mark up our structure level. Okay. Because we can see structure a little bit better on the lower time frame. So let me run down to the 30-minute. Reason why I'm not using the 1 hour, because there's a video in this series that talks about 1 hour entry. So I'm going to go down to the 30-minute, right? And then the 30-minute will show me a structure level. Okay. So price broke this level. Here is clearly, I can clearly see the structure where it broke right here. Support. So I want price to pull back up into this level right here. I'll do another video on how you identify support and resistance on the lower time frames, because you need those to get the most optimum entry. Okay. But just eyeballing it, I know where it is. I can just spend time with the charts. You see it all the time. So I want price to pull back into this level right here to give me a sell limit order, right? My stop loss is already in place. Let me get rid of this line here, because this would have been my sell stop line, right? This is for my breakout entry. We're gonna go over that next. But let me get rid of that line. So I want price to pull. Remember, this vertical line. This is the first candle that we start the new day of trading on. So I want price to come back into this level here. Boom, it hit it right here. That essentially on pound USD would give me a stop loss of that is 60 pips, something like that. I think it looks like 60 pips. Yeah, about 60 pips, 58 pips, like 58 pips. So 60 pips here as a risk. Then depending on your account size and what you're risking, if you're risking $1 a pip, that's $60. If you're risking, 50 cents a pip, that'll be $30. Somewhere if you're risking $10 a pip, that'll be $600 risk. So that is the risk that you're using. And then we want to go ahead and look for that 1-to-1 first. 1-to-1, right? I close out my trades at 1-to-1. Using these daily signals, guys, the win rate, it's really high. So you can make money trading 1-to-1. But I usually close out my trades 1-to-1. If I think it's going to go down a little bit more and I want to get a little bit more out of the trade, as clearly you see this do, what I often do is I close out half the position at 1-to-1. I'll bring the stops to break even, and then I'll go ahead and let it run. See how far it can go down, right? So that is the pullback entry. That's the pullback entry. So you button up your stop loss here. You find your level of structure. You wait for price to pull back into that level. You take the trade. The most important part about this strategy that I'm trading, guys, is the stop loss, the risk, the risk management. As a trader, whether you're a Forex trader or a stock trader, you have to remember, guys, your number one job is to manage your risk. If you learn how to manage risk, you can become a successful trader. Over time, you will become successful because you will become a better trader, meaning you'll be able to identify good entries. You'll be able to identify proper levels of structure. And then you're managing risk so well that you're going to be able to continue to trade, meaning you're going to preserve your capital long enough where you will always have money to trade. You can trade on demo accounts, but it's not like the real thing. It's not like the real thing. Trading with live money, which I don't recommend it for new traders, but once you think you're ready to trade with live accounts, it's good because it forces you, if you want to stay in this trading business long enough, to manage risk. Okay, so I'm on a tangent. Let's get back to the pullback. Let's look at the breakout entry on the 4 hour. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the. All right, so let's look at these breakout entries on the 4 hour time frame. So let's go back to the daily. Let's go back to the daily chart. And now we're gonna select another trade setup. So let's look at another trading setup. We'll use the same pair, but let's go in. Let's remark our levels, support and resistance levels. I'm just gonna do this really quick. Resistance, which I really should have turned these levels to black again. 1 second, guys. Let me drop these. All right, really quick. So there you go. Support and resistance levels. Go back to the daily. Okay, we should be pretty good. Okay, so let's look at another trade setup from the past. Let's look at something from the past. Let's go right here. Reason I backed the charts up because you guys might have noticed I put the support and resistance levels from recent price action. But if the support and resistance levels were really good, then they should have been the same levels in the past. So the part of the chart I was looking at when I dropped these levels was kind of up in here. But when I go back, when you know you got good levels, you should see the same. These levels should have been active, should have been levels from the past. All right, so let's look at this buy entry right here. So this is a buy entry order, a buy order on the daily time frame. Now we can clearly see that would have been our signal to go long, right? Price came down to this level of structure, support, rejected right off, gave us this big engulfing candle right here. This big boy candle right here. So that would have been our signal to go long, which simply means this is our trading day right here. Okay. So let's go in and put in our potential stop. Let's make this gold. Let's go ahead and make these lines gold again. Potential stop losses at the swing of that low. And then the entry will be at the break of this candle right here. So you're looking at a stop, an entry, that's 334 pips, right? But remember, don't say, oh, this is a huge entry, because we are risking a percentage of our account. So even though it's 334 pips, swing trading strategy, still 2%. If it's 500 points or, if it's 30 pips, it's 2%. But that's also a reason why we go down to the lower time frames, because it helps us with the entry. Tighten it up, button it up a little bit. Just right there. There's the trade. So now we're going to look at a breakout for this order. So remember, the candle closed here. I put this on the line on the trading day. So this is the first candle. So we're just going to look at for the breakout order, right? Bam. So essentially the stop loss might get a little tighter, but the entry is going to be about the same because it's a breakout order. We want to, and when we use breakout orders, it's simply because we want the market to prove to us that we're in the right direction of the trade. Okay. We want the market to say, yes, I want to continue to go in a certain direction. Okay. All right. So here it is right here. So you got your stop at about 313 pips, and we're looking for a 1-to-1 at first. Do we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Get it? We close. Yep, 313 right on the nose, but depending on your broker, you may not hit your take profit here, or unless so depending on the broker, your broker, right? You may have to manually manage this trade and try to come out on your own on a one-on-one. But even if it does, even if you don't hit the one-on-one, you still got 300 and some odd pips here. You can go ahead and close out of that trade, or you can close out 50% of it and let it ride, right? It took about 2 weeks to get to this, but this is a swing trade. I do this with my swing trading. So swing trading could take you, a week, 2 weeks, even a month or two to get to the take profit. That's why you set these trades. It's kind of like you set it and forget it, right? So, so you got to the 1-to-1, take 50% off and let it run, or you can close out the entire trade. If you took 50% off, let it run, eventually it did its thing. It did what it was supposed to do, right? It gave up a lot of pips, and that's your buy order right there. Took you a while, this strategy takes a while for you to get to the take profit sometimes, but that's the breakout strategy on the 4-hour. The key to it is, again, managing your risk, making sure you got qualified daily candle signals, and then implementing either the breakout or the pullback strategy as entries on the 4-hour or the 1-hour time frame. So that's how you do it on the 4-hour, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it's something that you like the video, go ahead and leave a comment. If there's something that you don't like about the video or you don't agree with in the video, then go ahead and leave a comment as well. I like to hear all perspectives. Ultimately, it's going to make me a better trader. It's going to make us better traders. And that's what it's all about. Trading is not something where one trader is better than the other. Everyone trades different styles. That's why I wrote the book, Trade Your Personality, because your trading style may fit your personality. My trading style fits my personality. And it depends on the type of personality that you have. Okay, I will also link that book in the description of this video if you guys want to read a good book. It's partly about me, my trading journey, but it also speaks about how your personality impacts the type of trader that you can become. So, and when I say trader you can become, trading anything, stocks, cryptos, forex, options, futures, whatever you decide to trade. Only thing I say, make sure you trade your personality. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching this video. To the next one, we're out. Learn